Men over 40, do you really think your erectile dysfunction is real? What if I told you that in many cases it's not dysfunction at all? It's simply your body's natural timer. Many men have experienced this. You finish, try again, and suddenly nothing works. No erection, no response, just silence from your body. The first thought? I must be losing it. Fear sets in quickly. But here's the truth. This isn't always ED, it's biology. Your body has a built-in reset button, and most men confuse it with a medical problem. That reset is called the refractory period, the time your body needs to recover after orgasm before it can perform again. The catch is simple. The older you get, the longer this period lasts. What might take 20 minutes in your 20s could stretch into hours, even days, in your 60s or 70s. And that's not dysfunction, it's normal. Here's why this matters. Misunderstanding this natural cycle can destroy your confidence. Some men rush to doctors, medications, or even give up on intimacy, when the reality is that their bodies are working exactly as nature designed. In this video, I'll reveal a formula that explains recovery time at different ages. You'll learn why masturbation doesn't cause ED, how to calculate your personal recovery cycle, when to stop worrying, and when to seek real help. So, before you panic or reach for pills, stay with me. What feels like failure is often just proof that your body is doing its job. After orgasm, your body doesn't simply shut down. It follows a precise biological sequence designed to protect you. This recovery time is called the refractory period. Here's what happens inside you. Dopamine drops. The pleasure chemical falls sharply, leaving you less interested in stimulation. Prolactin rises, a hormone that signals your body to rest, reducing sexual desire. Sympathetic tone increases. Your nervous system shifts into recovery mode, making another erection nearly impossible. This isn't weakness, it's your body's safeguard. Imagine sprinting. You can't run 100 meters at top speed back-to-back without rest. The same is true for sexual function. The big difference is age. In your 20s, the refractory period may last just minutes. In your 40s and 50s, it stretches to several hours. In your 60s or 70s, it can be a day or more. Too often, men confuse this pause with erectile dysfunction. But ED is a disease. The refractory period is nature's design. Knowing the difference is the first step toward confidence. Picture this. A 55-year-old man enjoys sex in the morning, then tries again that night. Nothing happens. No response, no erection. Instantly, fear creeps in. I'm broken. This must be ED. But here's the reality. It isn't erectile dysfunction. It's the refractory period. His body simply needs more recovery time than it did at 25. Unfortunately, most men don't know this, and panic takes over. This confusion happens because 1. Recovery feels like failure. When your body says not yet, men interpret it as never again. 2. Aging changes expectations. In youth, many men could go twice in one night. Later in life, when that stops, they assume something is wrong. 3. Cultural pressure. Movies, media, and even locker room talk paint a picture of endless stamina. Few men openly discuss the natural slowing of recovery. Here's the key distinction. Refractory period. Temporary. Wait long enough and performance returns. ED. Persistent. Even after days of rest, erections are weak or absent. Confusing the two can cause unnecessary stress, and stress itself worsens performance. Worry becomes the real enemy, not biology. Now that you know what the refractory period is, let's talk numbers. Doctors often use a simple formula that gives a surprisingly accurate estimate of recovery time. Divide your age by 10, then square the result. That number is the average number of hours your body may need to reset. Age 20, 20, 10, 2, 22, 4 hours. Age 40, 40, 10, 4, 42, 16 hours. Age 50, 50, 10, 5, 52, 25 hours. Age 70, 70, 10, 7, 72, 49 hours. Age 90, 90, 10, 9, 92, 81 hours, or about 3.4 days. This is why doctors summarize it as 20 to 90. At 20 years old, your recovery may be around 20 minutes. At 90, it could take 20 days. Same numbers, different meaning. Remember, this isn't exact math. It's biology, not algebra. Some men may recover faster, some slower. But the pattern holds true. The older you are, the longer the wait. One of the most common questions men ask is, how many times per week can I safely masturbate or have sex without hurting my performance? The truth is, there isn't a one-size-fits-all number. It depends on age, health, and recovery speed. But here are useful guidelines. 20s, 30s, 4 or 5 times per week is usually fine. Some men can even handle daily activity without issues. 40s, 50s. Most men feel best at 2 to 3 times per week. This maintains testosterone and circulation without overloading recovery. 60s plus. 1 to 2 times per week is healthy. At this stage, quality matters more than frequency. What happens if you go beyond these averages? Nothing dangerous, but you may experience sexual burnout. Erections weaken, recovery feels endless, and confidence drops. Consistency beats intensity. Think of it like exercise. A steady routine builds strength, while overtraining causes fatigue. At this point, you might be wondering, can I speed up recovery or improve performance without depending on pills like Viagra? The answer is yes, and it starts with daily habits. Sleep deeply. Testosterone, the hormone most responsible for sexual function, is produced during deep sleep. Exercise regularly. Cardio improves circulation. Strength training builds muscle mass that naturally boosts testosterone. Build lean muscle. More muscle equals better hormone balance, reduce stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which lowers testosterone and kills arousal. Eat smart. Oysters, pumpkin seeds, nuts, zinc, fatty fish, omega-3s, spinach and leafy greens, nitric oxide. Yes, drugs can bypass nature, but they don't fix the root cause. By improving lifestyle, you're not only enhancing sexual health, you're also protecting your heart, brain, and overall longevity. The bedroom is built on the foundation of your daily habits. Invest in them, and your body will reward you. Up to this point, we've seen how the refractory period can easily be mistaken for ED. But sometimes, it's more than recovery. It really is erectile dysfunction. Here's the rule. Refractory, temporary. Wait, and performance returns. ED, persistent. Even after rest, erections remain weak or absent. Signs it may be ED. Morning erections disappear for weeks. Desire fades and doesn't come back. Erections collapse too early, even with stimulation. Other health issues like diabetes, hypertension, or smoking damage blood flow. ED is not just about sex. It can be an early warning sign of larger health problems. Doctors call it the check engine light of men's health. If rest doesn't restore function, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Get checked. Modern medicine has solutions, and treating underlying issues often restores performance. So let's answer the big question once and for all. Does masturbation cause erectile dysfunction? The answer is clear. No. What most men experience is simply the refractory period, the natural time your body needs to recharge. Think about it. When your phone battery dies, you don't assume it's broken. You plug it in. Your body works the same way. After orgasm, it needs rest. That's not failure. It's function. Yes, the recovery window gets longer with age. 20 minutes at 20, hours at 50, days at 70 or beyond. But that doesn't mean masculinity fades. It means your body follows a rhythm, one that requires patience and smart habits. True ED is different. It's persistent and doesn't improve with rest. If that's your case, see a doctor. But for most men, what feels like dysfunction is just biology doing its job. Takeaway: Masturbation does not damage erections. Overuse may tire you temporarily, but it never breaks you. Confidence comes from knowing the difference between recovery and disease. Subscribe for more science-based men's health tips. Comment your age. Does the formula match your experience? Share this video with a friend. Too many men live in fear when nature is simply protecting them. Remember, your body isn't betraying you, it's guiding you. Listen to it, and you'll discover strength, not weakness.